Yes, I think very much so. I am a dual citizen actually of the Netherlands and Argentina. I was born in Argentina, but I grew up most of my life in the Netherlands. Even though I was born in South America, my dad is Dutch, of course. You know, my traces go back to Italy and Spain. Yes, I very much feel like a European, as having a European status. Coming my genes being from those regions. Yes, absolutely. I don't know, like having a sense of common culture. I think is important. Even though countries are different, their subcultures are different from each region, each country. I think there's a commonality, that there that we all share, right? What that is, I don't know. I think maybe it's progressed over time, but yeah, I think I know. Specifically about history, when you talk about European history and the European culture, there's a commonality there. I can't quite describe it. Yeah. Even
Yeah.
specifically now that after the European Union was formed, travel became easier. You know, uh, there's still that shared kind of unity in a way, even though they're separate countries, they're separate laws, separate regions. Um, yeah. So when I was in high school, around the 2000s, in the beginning of 2000, I think, yeah, the one of the important moments was definitely like the formation of that European economy with the euro. Um, uh, it's quite an economical effect, but even European Union as a whole, that concept to kind of bring all these countries in a way together so that there's displacement of people and trade, more economic collaboration. I think that brought a lot of opportunities to a lot of regions within Europe and within the European Union. Huh. I think top of the list will be this one. Like the times that we are living in now with Corona, that is, both economical and a, cultural kind of crisis. It's global, of course, but specifically for Europe, where the formation of this European Union that had to, bring a lot of these countries together in terms of markets, um, people and goods. Now we're seeing a bit of a disruption of that, like, because you got these separate lockdowns happening at different places. That it's contradictory to what the European Union was, or is, all about. The sense of having unity, having a European Union of a collaboration of these nations together that work together in markets, that work together in travel, in facilitating opportunities for people. Now those opportunities decline because of shutdown of borders, for example. A lot of nations start to implement their own restrictions instead of having a common European approach to all of this. It's of course a very messy situation. Um, each nation will have to tackle its own policies and restrictions regarding this virus, but yeah, it does hamper a bit that kind of progress for a European Union. The best moment. Uh, I have to go back to the European Union as a whole. Again, bringing a lot of economic opportunities for people. For example, people from Poland that all of a sudden can go up in class, can go up in income by going to displacing, working in another country. That is something that wasn't there before, specifically when I talk about the Netherlands. But I'm sure that there are, economic opportunities for, a lot of other countries as well. So I'd say, yeah, like the formation of European Union in regards to economic opportunity for people to, to have a better life, a higher income, maybe, I'd say having the European citizenship, right? Being a citizen of the European Union in normal times would allow you to travel all over the place in that continent without restrictions. Not many countries in the world have such a travel pact. Let's put it that way. In order to kind of freely study wherever you want, go work wherever you want, and if it doesn't go according to plan, you move out to maybe another country. That is something that is not afforded to many people around the world. Having a union that has these travel agreements. It's a lot more restrictive, a more restrictive world out there, and the European Union has kind of facilitated a more freer approach in regards to travel in normal times. I'm in my current immigration status, for example. I am a Argentinian-born, European citizen that lived most of his life in Europe, but now I'm residing as a permanent resident in the United States. Of course, having the green card, becoming an American resident is it's kind of a step in between, being someone with a work visa and then, turning into a full-fledged United States citizen. The reason, though, I am not becoming a United States citizen is because the nationality laws of the Netherlands dictate if I willingly take up another citizenship around the world, the Netherlands will take that away from me, the Dutch citizenship, along with the European citizenship, of course. I lose access to Europe. They respect my Argentinian one because I was born in Argentina, and because of the nationality law in Argentina, I am Argentinian forever, so they can't take that away from me, the Netherlands. But the reason why I don't want to become a United States citizen is because I will lose the European one. So that puts me, in kind of a bind, but I will choose European citizenship over United States because of the freedom to travel, right? What if maybe down the road I don't want to live in the United States anymore? Maybe I want to retire in a country in Europe. There's a lot of more countries to pick from than than states in in the United States, right? Like, so I don't know. It's quite a bind, but I will pick Europe over the United States.
What do you think you're sacrificing, by the way, by not getting U.S. citizenship?
Well, so in terms of green card and being an American resident or permanent resident, you're only allowed to reside outside of the United States for about 6 months, maybe a total of 1 year if you got a valid excuse, a valid reason, but no more than that. You can't, meaning that you're a permanent resident, you have to have your abode here, you have to have an apartment or own a house here, you got to have property, you got to be fixed here in the United States, be part of the economy in order to reside here. that goes away when you become a United States citizen, of course. Then you're, you know, citizen for, forever, I guess. But that's a big sacrifice that I do. So if I would go to somewhere else and leave United States, I will leave United States for good. There's no way I'm going to go back and do the whole immigration process again in order to re-enter. That would be kind of, unproductive. So if I go, like I need to, I need to specifically know, okay, I'm going to retire there or retire outside of the United States, specifically maybe in